Alright, it's been a while since I've uploaded anything because, whoa, holidays! I hate them. If I had to choose anything to get rid of in the world, it wouldn't be holidays, it would be oxygen. I had to go to a fucking family gathering, and it was dog shit, obviously. I've already talked about my family, but I'm not gonna waste an opportunity to shit talk them again. I don't even know. I didn't have much of a plan for this video, because I still didn't make the list that I was supposed to make, so I'm doing this instead. Every video I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna be like, yo, sorry, I didn't make the 20 things I hate list. But yeah, I went to church, obviously, because it was a Sunday, because out of all the days that Easter could have been on, they had to fucking choose Sunday. The one day where I actually get to be home alone to record videos. Let me just say, first of all, the whole family gathering thing on Easter was so much more. I originally just thought I was going to my great grandfather's house on Easter, which would be annoying because I wouldn't be able to record it, but we'd eat lunch, then we'd go home, and I could just spend the rest of the day doing whatever else, because why the fuck not? At the very least, I get a day that's pretty stress-free, because I have an excuse not to record. But then they're like, oh, also, right on the day before Easter, by the way, they share the news. Also, we're not just going there. Once we're done with our lunch, we're going all the way to your cousin's house and spending the rest of the day there and playing board and card games. So pretty much, rundown of Easter. Go to church. I don't like church. Go to my great-grandfather's house. He has nothing there to do. Because he's an old man. He's not gonna have any gaming consoles or even toys. Like, I didn't like going there when I was younger because he had no toys either. Like, he has a cool knife collection, but my grandparents are all like, no, you can't play with knives because... You know what? Fair enough. I understand the fear. So I bring my Steam Deck, but here's the thing. Usually when I go to church, I'll go to Sunday school first, and listen to them talk about some random bullshit. And then afterwards, I go to the, my own little room. Well, not my room. It's an office. I go to one of the offices and hide in there, because it has a couch and a lot of plants. There's a lot of green plants there. I think, plants work there. And I just play on my Steam Deck for the rest of the time with my headphones on and not worry about anything for like an hour. But this time, there was no Sunday school, so I had to sit inside of the church service. Here's the problem. The internet in the church does not reach that room in the church service, so I could not quite log in and get it started. I mean, I usually would, except, wait, no, I wouldn't. Well, actually, no, there's an offline mode. There's an offline mode, but my device had to update. It didn't have to update before I left the house. I turned it on right before I left the house, just to make sure everything was perfect. Then I get to church, turn it on, and it's like, oh, scanning for updates. It's like, what the fuck, man? Now? So I spent about half of the church sermon just waiting for my damn thing to... seeing if I could maybe get some connection. And I couldn't. I'm like, can I go out to the car and get my tablet? Sure. Okay, so I go out, get my tablet, and I decide, let's play Minecraft. I'm not even that big of a Minecraft player. I barely ever play Minecraft. But this time I just decided, why the fuck not? Open Minecraft, and it's all like, we can't verify your license for the game. Please go online. You're telling me that I have to go online to play an offline game just so that you can verify some stupid fucking license? Man, bring back Notch. I don't give a fuck about his politics. At least he condones piracy. I had some pirated versions of Minecraft and a couple APKs for older versions of the game. There's this very rare glitch that I ended up getting, where even if you type in the correct code, you won't be able to log in. And because that happened at one point, I had to factory reset my device, and I lost not only a bunch of lost media that I had archived that nobody really gives a shit about. It was just like my personal thing. Like archived media of there's this small YouTuber that I watched that disappeared. He had like 500 subscribers. But still, he made some music and now that's gone. And it's like fuck, man. I'm getting sidetracked again. So I go I can't download those. I don't have headphones, so I can't play any of the Five Nights at Freddy's games that I have on there. Because I don't even really play Five Nights. I'm not into Five Nights at Freddy's anymore. I fucking hate Five Nights at Freddy's now. I'm gonna rant so much about that on the 20 Things I Hate video that's probably never coming out. Here's the problem. It's so hard to make a video like that without getting so political. And I understand. Most of my fan base is probably on my side about a lot of things I'll rant about, but still, I just don't want to... I don't want to be a politics channel. Even if politics are kind of... A lot of politics currently are kind of fucking me, and a lot of people like me over. I don't want to get into that too deep. I'm gonna, like, straighten my camera out. I'm not allowed to have my headphones in the church service, so I can't play any of the audio-based games that I have. Excuse you. So I have to play Slither.io. That's all I was able to play. First time I played Slither.io in a long time, I sucked at it. Pretty much, I wasted 50 minutes trying to find solutions on how to cure my boredom. So, we get out of church, we go to the car, and we go home to pick up the food that we were going to take over to my great-grandfather's where we were going to eat lunch. And they say we have about 10 minutes, and I use that time, that 10 minutes, to download some music on my tablet for the car ride. So I just went to archive.org and went to mixtapes to see what was downloadable there. And I tried downloading it, and then I remembered, this is archive.org. The downloads are really fucking slow. So I couldn't even download it. I just kind of spent the car ride in silence, which, whatever, inconvenience, but still annoying as fuck. You know, I never even really explained the different setting. It's not really a different setting. It's the same basement, but I'm in I'm in the left corner. Or this is right for you guys, but this is left for me. And then that's the right corner. That's where the baby hangs in the cat box thing where you kidnap animals goes, or hide limbs, whichever you prefer. But yeah, my grandparents are kind of moving everything in the basement around. So there's a shit ton of pillows now over here. Shit ton of pillows, a fucking rocking horse in the way, my old Christmas tree, and of course this big ass bed. This is the bed that I sat on in my my mother video. So excuse the difference in looks. What was I talking about? Fuck! We've got my two cousins that are there, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't get along with those two cousins at all. One of them does everything in their path to annoy me, because, you see, he's young, he's 9, he's like 7 years younger than me, and he's always used me as a role model, but I'm not a fucking role model, so he's just a piece of shit like I am. And then there's my other cousin, who we only ever got along because we were younger. She's like 3 months older than me, and we've only ever gotten along simply because we were young kids who were able to use our imagination. But now we're older, and, well, first of all, I can't even get a conversation started with her. She's becoming one of those. And she also is too into... She really wants to be mature and take everything seriously. We don't have any similar interests. We don't have any similar, our sense of humor is completely different. The last time we really did anything with each other was, like... I went to see the Minecraft movie 3 fucking times. I saw it first with just my not my uncle, my grandmother and me, just us two. Then I went to see it with my two cousins that came to visit, the only people in the world I feel truly, like, comfortable just being myself around. We had a fucking great time. We got one of those fun theaters where the people trash the place and it's borderline vandalism. That was fun. And I mean, I don't condone it, but, you know, it's not me doing it, so. I went to see it a third time with, my two cousins that live near me. And I just could not feel like I could even make a joke or laugh or really enjoy it, because she's so fucking judgmental. And when we left the theater, me and my young cousin that I never even get along with are making jokes and quoting shit from the movie, and then she's just, like, being the biggest buzzkill ever, like, why did people even clap? That movie was so cliche, that movie was so bad, that was horrible, that was terrible, I hated it. My favorite part was when I thought they were all dead. I then tell her, yes, people are clapping for the joke. Everybody knows the movie sucks. Nobody's praising the movie for being good. We're all just kind of laughing along, you know? And then she's all like, oh, it wasn't funny, I was just groaning the whole time. It's just... I mean, first of all, she's not exactly one to enjoy shit that isn't cliche as fuck, okay? Everything she likes... Her music, her movies, her everything. I understand giving criticism, but this is not one of those times where the criticism means anything because people already know that the movie sucks. We're just having fun, okay? Let us enjoy stupid shit. What was I talking about? I was talking about a family gathering. This is the most ADHD video I've ever made. Like, this entire video, I'm trying to tell stories about my family gathering, and instead I'm going on a whole other rants about other shit. Holy fuck. I didn't even get to the big thing that that really made, the main reason I wanted to even talk about this day. We eat. I grabbed an orange soda. The only other option was Pepsi, but it wasn't Pepsi bottles, it was Pepsi I had to pour into a glass, and I'm a fucking germaphobe. I don't like drinking from glasses at other people's houses. If I'm at somebody else's house, I'm either gonna have, like, a water bottle or a fucking can of soda. So I had, orange off-brand Fanta. Tasted like shit, and I didn't want it, so I tried leaving it behind and going into the other room, but somebody came into the room and was like, hey, you forgot this. I'm like, okay. I set it next to me and just continue watching my video until it's time to leave, because we ate. We had some talks. My uncle asked me about the Minecraft movie, where I talked about how I enjoyed it, and then my cousin pitched in to say, oh, no, it sucked, it was bad, it wasn't even funny, because she's a obnoxious bitch. And we're on our way out, I'm leaving, and we go to my cousin's house. And that's where my grandma proposes something. Will you marry me? No. She said that if I played a card game at their house, I wouldn't have to do school tomorrow. I hate card games. I hate board games. I hate all that shit. But I am totally willing to do that if it means I don't have to do school the next day. I am pretty sure they left me home alone that day. I could have recorded a video, but I was so burnt out. Because socializing, dude, people suck ass. And I'll tell you exactly why. My camera did that thing again. I zoned out. Holy shit. My, other cousin, when they arrived, they gave me my orange, my Fanta. It's like, hey, you forgot about this. Okay. I set it down next to me, sat on the couch, and then I plugged in my tablet because it was low on battery. I got bored, so I decided to go upstairs, and you see, they have a Lego room. They have a massive, massive fucking Lego room. I am not even lying about this. I am pretty fucking sure that they have at least over $10,000 worth of Legos in their house. At least. They have more Legos than a Lego store. And that's not an over-exaggeration either. I mean, actually, I am pretty sure they have more Lego sets scattered all across their house. Which, by the way, I hate that because they have a Lego room, but they have so many Legos that they had to fucking... They're leaking out of the Lego room, okay? Every surface in their house, in the kitchen, in the dining room, in the living room, everywhere, every single surface has Legos. I can't put shit down anywhere unless it's, like, small or thin, like my Fanta bottle. But I can't put my tablet down because there's a big-ass Hogwarts Lego set there. And there's a whole shelf with no use besides, hey, look, probably at least $1,000 worth of Legos on this shelf alone. Yeah, honestly, I might have to raise the price of amount of Legos they have in their house. 50,000, probably. Because Legos are expensive. They are fucking overpriced. It eats pieces of plastic, but they gotta cost you more money than fucking college. Which, you know what? I'd rather play with Legos than go to college. Okay, nobody's paying for school. This Lego room's kind of the only thing there is to do. I mean, they had a gaming console. They had a PS5, but there's nothing on the PS5. And I noticed this big-ass statue made of Legos, the Eye of Sauron, just in the corner of the room. And it's on a shelf, so it's even taller, and it's, like, at my face level. And I don't know why I did it. It's just kind of one of those things where, haha, it's funny, because why the fuck not? It's stupid, it's dumb. You know, it's like elementary school humor. I went up to the Eye of Sauron, and I kissed it. And then my cousin, the younger one, in the corner of the room, starts getting really aggressive for no reason. And he's, like, pushing me around and yelling at me, and then he pushes me out of the Lego room and almost pushes me down the stairs. I mean, I could have pushed him back, but I didn't want to destroy the Legos, because, you know, he's a clumsy motherfucker. He would have totally fallen over on one of the Lego sets and, like, broken it. He locks me out of the Lego room, the only room in the entire house with anything in it. And I'm confused as fuck, like, what is the problem? Why are you so mad? And then he tells me, in the most angry voice, you kissed the Eye of Sauron. Like, I don't even have to inject humor into this. I don't have to. Because the situation on its own is so fucking... So... I start laughing because he is taking this so seriously. And then he starts bursting into tears, and I'm asking him, like, why are you so mad? Why are you sad? What is going on? And he's telling me, oh, I spent, like, 3 weeks putting that all together just for you to kiss it. And he is crying hard, too. He is crying as if the Eye of Sauron was his girlfriend, and I just kissed it. And of course, the laughter kind of makes him even, like, cry even more, but what the fuck do you want me to do? I can't hold that shit in. So he runs downstairs and tells his parents, Mom, Dad, Tyler kissed the Eye of Sauron. My aunt's just confused as fuck. And she's just trying to comfort him and understand what in the hell is wrong. My uncle, of course, is obnoxious, because he sees his, son crying, and he just gets mad at whoever made him cry, whether or not it makes any sense for him to cry. Because there was another situation where he broke into tears over practically nothing when me and him were playing Minecraft, and my cousin, that wasn't the younger one, started dropping sea pickles on his house. I didn't really do it that much. I dropped a few sea pickles on his house and then just went about my day. He did it a lot more often, but it caused my young bitch boy cousin to start breaking into tears and crying, and of course my uncle rushes in and it's like, look at this! You're torturing him! You're fucking torturing him! And I'm trying to explain to him, first of all, it wasn't even me who did it, it was the other one, and not just that, but what we were doing was not even anything big, that big of a deal. You know, he can easily just pick up the sea pickles by walking over them. Like, there's nothing to it. So after that, he's mad at me. He starts saying, oh, what if I turn off your computer while you're playing games? And it's like, no, you're not understanding this. The scale of what we were doing was nothing. Your son's just a bitch. And after that, he goes into the other room, starts complaining to the other people about how mean I was being, and I figure, okay, whatever. I'm gonna just complain to my other cousin, not the small one that's a bitch, the one that's not a bitch, the nice one that I like, that doesn't break into tears over small insignificant shit. So I'm talking to him, you know, complaining like, I didn't even do most of it, and even then, what you did wasn't that big of a deal. None of us should be in trouble right now. And then he comes in like, are you complaining about me? It's like, fuck off, hypocrite! You were just in the other room 2 seconds ago complaining about me over nothing. How about you fucking stop assuming shit and listen to me? Instead of just jumping to your son's defense, you fucking cunt. Anyways, now the whole family's mad at me, or some shit, because I don't know what he told them. And so I went and hid in my room and cried for the rest of the day, because everybody was mad at me for nothing. And I come downstairs after everybody leaves, just thinking, everything's gonna be fine, everybody's gone. I explained to my grandparents what happened, and they're still won't admit anything. Like, they heard what I had to say, but they still won't admit that they were still telling me that I was awful that day and that I ruined the day, because apparently going into my room for the rest of the evening made everybody else sad, and it made my cousin that's my age cry because she wanted to play Minecraft with me. Just fuck off. And, you know, this is very similar to that situation. He breaks down into tears over literally nothing, with no warning, and all of a sudden my uncle's trying to, you know, get all mad at me and assume shit. Thankfully, this time, people realized, wait, this is stupid. They still made me apologize to him, but, you know. In fact, my uncle started talking about how trying to defend his son with, like, hey, you have more emotional maturity than he does, though. You should know better or some shit. It's like, why do you think I have more emotional maturity? Why do you think? First of all, no, I don't have emotional maturity. I do have more than him, but I don't. But still, why the fuck do you think he has no emotional maturity? Do you think maybe, just maybe, jumping to his defense and not at all just letting him realize just once that maybe, just maybe, he's being ridiculous about shit is going to cause some immaturity? I never had that kind of shit. I had never had anybody back me up like that about shit. Even when I wasn't being ridiculous. Even when my fucking mother wasn't feeding me, or, you know, was leaving cigarette burns on my fucking back. Even when I was going to a school where they were locking me up in a room, people still say you're overreacting when I talk about how shitty it all was. They're just sometimes... Oh wow, my thing's lagging. My thing's... Whoa, it's lagging. It's lagging. What I'm trying to say is, sometimes you just need to at least develop a little bit of a tolerance to some things. What the fuck is this video with morals? There's no morals to this. This is... I'm talking about kissing the Eye of Sauron. The fuck? So, I went to leave. Didn't even get to eat out at, like, a fast food restaurant on the way home, which, whatever. My cousin came ranting out and told me I forgot my orange Fanta. Gee, thanks. I don't want it.